Today, September 30, is the memorial of Saint Jerome, priest and doctor of the Church. Jerome was born of a well-to-do Christian parents at Stridon, probably near the modern Slovenia. His education began at home, was continued in Rome when he was about 12. There he studied grammar, rhetoric, and philosophy. A serious scholar, enamored of Latin literature, he frequented the catacombs and, near the end of his Roman education, was baptized, probably by Pope Liberius. He spent the next 20 years in travel and in permanent residences. At Treveris, he was profoundly attracted to monasticism. Possibly as early as 369, he was back in the vicinity of Stridon. In Aquila, Italy, he was linked with an ascetic elite, including Tyrannus Rufinus, a writer and scholar who translated the 3rd century Alexandrian theology Origin, grouped around Bishop Valerianus. When the group disbanded in 373, Jerome decided to go on a trip through the East. Jerome spent almost 3 years continuing his pursuit of scriptural studies. But the most decisive influence on Jerome's later life was his return to Rome in 382 to 385 as secretary to Pope Damasus I. There he pursued his scholarly work on the Bible and propagated the ascetic life. On Damasus' urging, he wrote some short exegetical tracts and translated 2 sermons of Origen on the Song of Solomon. More importantly, he revised the old Latin version of the Gospels on the basis of the best Greek manuscripts at his command and made his first, somewhat unsuccessful, revision of the old Latin Psalter based on the Fuse Septuagint, that is the Greek translation of the Old Testament manuscript. He held classes for a monastic-minded circle of noble Roman widows and virgins. He taught them the Hebrew texts of the Psalms, orally and in letters. He answered their biblical problems, and he was their master in spirituality as well. Under these conditions, he wrote a defense of the perpetual virginity of Mary, Jesus' mother, in 383, and attacked the view of those who espouse the equality of virginity and marriage. But his preaching in support of the monastic life and his relationship with the ascetic coterie, his castigation of Roman clergy, lax monks, and hypocritical virgins, and his correction of the gospel texts provoked such a storm of criticism and calumny, especially after Damasus' death in December of 384, that in August 385 he left Babylon, Rome, in bitter indignation and made his way to the Holy Land. In company with virgins led by Paula, Jerome made a religious and archaeological pilgrimage through all of Palestine and to the monastic centers of Egypt. He spent almost a month with the famed exegete Didymus the Blind in Alexandria. The summer of 386 found him settled in Bethlehem. There, by 389, Paula finished a monastery for men under Jerome's direction. 3 cloisters for women, forming 1 convent under her own supervision, and a hostel of 4 pilgrims. Here Jerome lived, except for brief journeys until his death.